Hello there, and thank you. Thank you for making my dream and your dream now a reality because Grand Championship Series is happening. What started as a modest, possible King of the Hill replacement, a weekly show based on a tournament requiring £1,400, has been grasped hard by the balls by you, the community, and said, no, we want more, we want bigger, we want better, and we're going to provide that. It's going to happen. The next step now, as by the way, as I live and breathe, I'm refreshing the Kickstarter. We are at £3,728. This is phenomenal. I am astounded. I am blown away. But there are next steps. There is more to come from this. Firstly, the next step was increasing the prize pool, and we did that. It's now, as it stands, £1,000 for first place, with a £100 trophy as well for the winner, a £450 second place, £200 for third, and fourth at £100. Also, interestingly, you might like this, there is now a bonus of £50 each for three categories: Best Newcomer, RNG Award. Stormless thought this might be funny to call the Helping Hands Memorial Award, and I don't disagree. And also the Coco Jamba Non-Meta Award. So that's where this tournament is at the moment. Where it's going next could be very exciting indeed. It's always been a secret dream of many in the community for a true live venue esports final. There are places in England that offers such facilities. I'm currently in talks at obtaining quotes and having a look what's out there, and people are very excited by our Kickstarter. They think it's impressive, and I don't disagree. I think they're right, and I think we have a lot of clout, and people will be clamoring to host us. So that's where we're going. We're going to have a live esports final, and I invite you, every single one of you, because when we hit this 5k mark, and I have no doubt in my mind we're going to hit this 5k mark, we're going to be able to invite everybody to this final. It's going to be awesome. To compensate for the fact that we definitely have a live final now, the semi-final has to be 2 weeks before the actual final, so we can organise the player travel, etc. To compensate for this, I've had to bring the entire tournament forward 1 week, but I did it quite quickly. I did it within about 6 hours of the thing going live, but a lot of people noticed, so I apologise that I had to change that schedule slightly. Hopefully it hasn't affected you. It is still a long way off. So we've discussed quite a lot so far. Just by the way, I am wearing a very interesting T-shirt. I had these made up as just trying to get people to be interested in the idea back in London, and this is the original logo as designed by Rita Rush. It takes the phoenix we found on the internet. She put some excellent detail into it, and it's very, very cool. There's about 4 of these babies in existence, so they're very rare. What are we going to do to reward you, though? The fans. Where is this going in terms of rewards? Firstly, let's talk about milestone rewards. And we absolutely smashed them. We obliterated them. We pulverized the milestone awards, quite frankly. We got through them in less than 10 minutes, basically. And that is ridiculous. So, well played. We were able to give you DevM versus Nagano, the best... it's the showdown, the final that never was, immediately. And that was absolutely excellent to see. There are going to be more awards. We are in talks to organise more. For example, there might be a possible Trolls versus Legends team game. There could also be a 2v2 between the Insane clan and the Ruckus CL clan. There are several challenges around, and it's getting very exciting. Also, Stormless suggested Roast Me, where people send in their most hateful comments imaginable, and we're forced to read them out loud. There's going to be some very entertaining things. Trust me on that one. Keep donating because you will be rewarded. Also, keep donating because you will be rewarded, because there are, of course, donation rewards. A little bit tricky as to how they work. I didn't think the Kickstarter was very clear, because, quite frankly, I expected that if you donate £20, you would get the £10 one as well, and that unfortunately isn't quite how Kickstarter see it. It is how I see it, though. So if you donate £50, you get all the donation rewards. How you claim them can be a little bit tricky to understand at first, but it's all about emailing me. I'm going to have to do the grunt work on this one. The first stage reward is automatic. You will get that immediately. It's your name in lights. We will credit and honour you in every way possible. £20, however, gets you your Phoenix emblem in-game, so send me your Steam ID 64. £40 is the message, send me a 400 character message. Basically read all this, and then the logo, send me a logo. So that's how the rewards work. The sign-ups are quite interesting. It's very much like an OCF format. However, everybody is subject to the auto-match leveling. It takes your best Axis rank, your best Allied rank, adds them together, and divides by 2. The point is that you need to rank up 2 factions, and you pick 2 factions, you rank them up as high as you can get. Then we take the best 32 players that signed up for the tournament based on those merits, and people get a place dependent on that. So Automatch is going to be a lot more competitive, and I look forward to it being, for example, Aim Strongest back ranking. So I think that goes to show that immediately it's much more competitive. I've already had players tell me, by the way, that yeah, it is getting quite competitive out there, so you best get playing. You've got till entries open on the 1st of April, and then you have until the 18th of April to get your rank sorted out, because that's when entries close. And then the final rank is all captured on the 19th of April, the day after the entries close. So that's when we'll take everything and we'll provide the seeding. There will be a tiny bit of leeway if you absolutely cannot make one of the dates on the timeline. You have to be vocal to me and tell me. And if there is a similar seeded player in a different slot, there can be some swapping, but all players have to agree. Brief word on maps, just to give you some of my thinking on that very quickly. It's all based on the fact that there are only 3 maps that are truly competitive in my mind. Feymanville Approach, Holodny Verma, and Crossroads. Haven't had anybody argue with me, by the way. This is widely accepted as the Holy Trinity in Company of Heroes 2, it seems. However, we are looking at these 4 to possibly join them. But we're all about trying to get it so it's Axis Allied balanced, and to do that you can't have any of these big stone heavy garrison buildings. It has to be a nice even playing field. So at the moment, Angerville, although it's a tournament favourite, it looks a little bit dubious, so it's still being assessed. The Halber is a bit more Wehrmacht favoured. It's a bit more open, so that might actually help the balance of the tournament. Crossing in the Woods likewise, Longraskaya likewise. So it's all about trying to get a bit more balance into the game. Artificially by using the map pool. These 3 maps, by the way, are excellent, but then again, that's why we're analysing these ones as well. So in conclusion, I just want to absolutely thank you all once again. Please keep donating. Hopefully you're excited by where this thing is headed. Hopefully I've done enough to convince you that it's headed in the right direction. Any questions you have to ask whatsoever, just put them in the comments of this YouTube video and I will answer them in kind. So thank you for your support and thank you for watching. Goodbye.